Bouncing back from setbacks, becoming the master of your destiny at all costs. There is nothing worse than feeling like a failure. Some people simply cannot stomach the thought of being unable to live up to their own expectations or the expectations of others. One setback can sometimes send a sensitive person reeling for days, even years, and sink them into a deep depression. However, there is nothing more defeating than allowing yourself to stay stuck in the mindset of believing that a plan didn't work out because you or your planning process was inherently flawed. When we circle the blame onto ourselves, again and again, it can take us years to recover from the abuse we are heaping onto our psyche. You are not worthless because a plan you attempted to put into action hasn't succeeded yet. You are courageous for putting in the effort at all. Just because something didn't work out taking one course of action, that doesn't mean that you are doomed to fail eternally. It simply means that it is time to regroup and fall back on plan B or C or D. You could go through as many variations of your plan as many times as you need to. The important thing is that you never give up. You could go through the entire alphabet again and again until you figure out what works to make your dream a reality. If it means enough to you, then don't stop believing that success is possible. This can be easier said than done. Bouncing back after a setback can seem impossible at first, but the first thing you need to do is to remember to breathe. If you panic, nothing good will come of it. Your best course of action is to approach the situation with a cool and level head, and although that may be hard to do at first, you are more than capable of it. Next, give yourself a little bit of time to regroup and process what has happened. Why did your plan fail? What was it that got in the way? How could those issues have been avoided? What could you do better in the future when making a more foolproof plan B? Finally, take some time to consider just what you have learned from the process of failing. Failure is not permanent. It is simply a stage that we go through during the evolution of a plan or an idea. Failure means that there are more complications than we anticipated, and we are learning more and more with every little mistake that we make. By the time we succeed, we are so steeled against setbacks that the next goal we attempt to accomplish may seem to come much easier to us, because the setbacks are not so devastating. We can turn our setbacks into gems of truth and a will of steel, or we can let it defeat us. But nobody has ever mastered their destiny by giving up. To become a great achiever, you keep going until you have achieved your goal at all costs. And if you want to learn more, I recommend you click the link in the description to learn how to survive and thrive as your best possible self. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and Google+. Thank you for watching and see you next time.